INFJs have a great capacity of empathy and love in their heart. They go misunderstood most of the time, as they are the rarest combination of personality traits among all, which make it hard for the people to relate to them in any way. This genuinely leaves a mark on an INFJs whose major and the most dominating trait is being overly sensitive toward people's actions. They are also receptive toward vibes and feelings, eventually upsetting themselves and withdrawing from all the relationships that do not seem compatible to them. As an INFJ is very caring and usually afraid of offending anyone, they may never openly tell you about the habits of yours that bother them. However, you will slightly notice them shutting you off as they retreat back into their protective walls, and it may kill whatever bond you have. Now, this does not necessarily mean that every single disagreement will end up in a breakup, but there is a possibility that your INFJ partner may suffer due to some unintentional and seemingly harmless actions of yours. In order to protect your friendships, bond, and in this video's case, relationships with an INFJ, you have to be mindful about quite a few things. In this video, we've listed them down for your better understanding. 1. Forcing them into socializing. If an INFJ is dating you, do not take it as a license to force them into interactions and socializing. While they may not be silent, awkward, and shy around you anymore, they are still the same introverted person for the rest of the world. Do not try to change their nature by forcing them to go out. Instead of it doing you good, this will only overwhelm your INFJ partner and probably cause them serious emotional damage. And that's not something you want to take responsibility for. 2. Materialism is a big no-no. INFJs like spiritual growth more than the outer appearance of things and people. That is also something that they want in their partners. Materialistic nature of people is a major turnoff for an INFJ, something that they take very seriously. If you're dating an INFJ or planning on asking one out, you have to reduce your reliance on materialism. If that is something that you find difficult to do, then perhaps dating them is not a good idea. 3. Give them space. INFJs are hypersensitive, something that drains them of energy. You may see them shutting you out and going into a completely silent mode for a while. That's not something that you should find offensive, because as much as they want to be there for you, this is a serious requirement of their mind and body. In order to recharge their energy, they may go on short interaction breaks and spend time in solitude. Be understanding and give them the space they need so they can come back to you as soon as possible. If you're enjoying this video, then please support our channel by hitting the subscribe button and give this video the biggest thumbs up, and click on the bell icon so you'll never miss the latest updates from our channel. 4. No lies, please. INFJ personality types have the ability to detect a lie. Usually, it's very easy for them to tell if someone is lying. If you're in a relationship with an INFJ, you need to be careful during your communication. All they want from you is an honest expression of what and how you feel. So do not paint them a rosy picture of your mood if you're upset. Instead, sit down and talk about whatever's bothering you. You'll be surprised to find out how good they are at listening and advice. But if you choose to lie to them in order to avoid any future situation, well, then you have definitely invited their wrath upon yourself. Now they won't hate you, but they'll definitely have a hard time trusting your word again. 5. Let them open up at their own pace. With the constant encounters with people who fail to understand their perception of the world, INFJs grow reluctant about opening up to anyone. If you're dating an INFJ, don't push them to tell you everything in the first meeting. Now, this sounds crazy and strange, but INFJs see the world very differently from the non-INFJ people, and they often have strange theories, philosophies, and opinions. Added to that is the trauma that comes with being the odd one out. You should not be surprised to know that your INFJ partner keeps things to themselves instead of ranting about them to you like anyone else would. The right way to deal with them is to show them your support and make them feel at home around you by giving them space. They'll tell you everything on their own when the time is right. 6. Don't wait for them to make the first move. INFJs are very shy and introverted, which is why waiting for them to make the first move is not the best thing to do. You can take things slow to make sure if they want a relationship with you, but they will usually wait for you to take control of the situation, ask them out, plan a date, and express your interest in them. Even if they like you back, they may not say it at first, but as the bond gets stronger and they start trusting you more, you'll see that they can be very chatty. Until then, feel free to plan your outings by leading the situation. 7. No short-term flings. INFJs want long-term relationships, not temporary flings. You'll have to be very careful with understanding what you want before approaching an INFJ. If you want to date them, that's totally fine. But if what you feel seems like a temporary crush, you should not involve them in it. They feel responsible for others' feelings, and your temporary attraction may upset them to great extent. This is all for now. If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and turn the notifications on for future updates. And don't forget to give us your feedback in the comments. Thanks for watching.